Well met and happy medieval Tuesday? Yeah, I know. I usually post these on Mondays, but after this past week and all the work weirdness and the emotional roller coaster of family drama, all I wanted to do this past weekend was nothing. So, sorry about the brief delay. If you remember today, we were going to go over libraries. So, let's go ahead and crack on. The absolute basic requirements of a library is 1 research station of whatever kind you desire, and 2 wall shelves, or bookshelves, rather. That's it. That's all you need for a library. So let's speed that up so you can see what that looks like, and then I'll show you what you can really do with a library. Poof! 1 library. Shazam. Okay. I like to give them some light sources. Of course I do. And let's go fancy. We'll do some candle sconces. I know I don't have any wax right now. It's fine. And then, the requisite heat sources. Of course. But let's not stop there. Somewhere or other, I think I have some rugs. Yeah. Yes. Excellent. Let's snatch one of those. And plop that down under our research table so our settlers are more cozy. But wait, there's more. I am also going to throw in each type of the research tables in here so you can see what those all look like. And I'm going to do advanced first because it's bigger. I want to make sure I have room for everything and that it looks nice. And of course, more light and more heat. Oh, and you can never have too many bookshelves, really. I like to fill the libraries with bookshelves, and then I like to throw bookshelves in other random rooms because it doesn't hurt anything and it boosts the value of the room. Oh yeah, I have another rug. Put that in here. Maybe, if I can remember how much space that needs. I think that will work. So let's take a look at what the advanced research station looks like. If Athelstan ever gets out of the way. There we go. And then just the plain research table. I don't know, it looks kind of crowded if I stick it in this corner. But I want to have room for my cartography table. You don't have to put the cartography table in your library, that's just usually where I throw mine. It just makes sense. And I don't know, I think I traded for this table, so we're just gonna snag it out of storage if I can find it somewhere. There it is. And we'll toss that in our library as well. It just seems like a good place for a cartography table. You know, you're already in there doing research. And boom. Now we want to make it cozier and more aesthetically appealing. Ooh, I'm going to throw another, well, am I? I don't know. Early in the game, unless you've done advanced customization, I would suggest putting like multiple research tables in your first library so that your settlers have something to do indoors during the wintertime. And so you can get your research really rolling. And while I'm making this a lovely library, I will tell you what you cannot have in a library, and that would of course be shrines, entertainment structures, and other workstations. So you can't put like a stonemason's bench in here, you can't put a backgammon table in here, but other than that, it's a free-for-all. So you'll definitely want heat sources and light sources because that makes them happy, but you can also add decorations, banners, shield racks, gold chests, whatever floats your boat. And if you save room and you get far enough along in your research, then you can add tapestries and rugs and whatever your heart desires. As far as research requirements go, you will need to unlock furniture, research 2 and research 3, and of course the prerequisites to furniture, which are architecture and agriculture. Furniture will unlock the bookshelves. Research 2 unlocks the research table, and research 3 unlocks the advanced research table. And the color overlay is sort of a goldish, orangish yellow. So there you go. And why do you want a library? Well, it gives you like a 20% speed bonus on research activities, which is awesome. Just having a research table in a room will give you a little bit of a boost. Keeping them outside, not a great idea. And side note, if you are in a battle and you have books that are destroyed, you lose the research. So if you lose all your books, you lose all your research and you got to start all over, which is dumb. So put it in a safe place if you are doing standard or survival mode. And that about covers everything I know about libraries so far. So that's going to do it for me today. Hopefully this week is less crazy than last week. And if it is, tune back next week and I will try to do a double whammy and we'll do both types of shrines. So until then, farewell.